Guys, Kristi Noem is getting slaughtered. Check it out.
Earlier this year, you deported him to Korea, a country he hasn't lived in since he was 7 years old. He is a United States Army combat veteran who was shot twice while serving our country in Panama in 1989. Like many veterans, he struggled with PTSD and substance abuse after his service. He was arrested in the 1990s for some minor drug offenses, nothing serious. He never hurt anyone besides himself, and he's been clean and sober for 14 years. He is a combat veteran, a Purple Heart recipient. He has sacrificed more for this country than most people ever have. Earlier this year, you deported him to Korea, a country he hasn't lived in since he was 7 years old. Park's case to see if you can help him find a pathway back to this country that he sacrificed so much for?
Don't worry, she didn't answer the question, I assure you.
Madam Secretary, your incompetence and your inability to truthfully carry out your duties of Secretary of Homeland Security, if you're not fired, will you resign?
Sir, I will consider your asking me to resign as an endorsement of my work. Thank you very much.
Yeah, your work is horrible. You are not doing anything positive for this country. Everything you are doing is hurting everyone in this country, Kristi. We hate you.
The drugs that the Coast Guard has been able to interdict on the waters.
It would mean the world to me if you hit like, hit subscribe, and dropped a comment, and help me grow this network. Have a great day.
Since that President Trump has been in office, has been enough lethal doses of cocaine to kill 177 million Americans. That's 2/3 of our country that has been saved by blowing up, by going after and bringing to justice these individuals that are out at sea and those individuals that are funding it with a shadow fleet of sanctioned oil that should never be sold to benefit their profits and their pockets to kill Americans.
Saying something has the potential to kill 25,000 Americans does not mean we save 25,000 Americans. That is the dumbest logic I have ever heard of. That person is not very smart.
She's a real dumb broad. She's a little piggy. She's a horrible person.
Now, these are the videos that I don't think all of MAGA is seeing, because I can't comprehend how anyone, but especially MAGA, can see all the videos, or maybe they're not seeing them. Can see all the videos of the horrible violence that these fake ICE agents are putting out into the communities. It is terrifying and it's pathetic.
The man in the video has been identified as Narciso Barranco and is the father of 2 active duty Marines and 1 Marine veteran. The Department of Homeland Security said an illegal alien was arrested by Border Patrol agents after he, quote, assaulted federal law enforcement, adding that Barranco, quote, swung a weed whacker directly at an agent's face. Video shared by DHS and reviewed by CNN shows Barranco running with a weed whacker, but does not show him striking officers.
I also have with us today Alex Barranco behind you, a retired Marine. That's his father. And Alex, on behalf of myself, members here, I want to thank you for your service to our country, and we also thank your brothers for serving our great country. Got another case, George Rete, 25-year-old, native of California, my home state. He's a U.S. citizen, Army veteran who served in Iraq. On his way to work, he came to an immigration checkpoint, pulled over. I don't know where officers deployed tear gas on him, broke his car window, pepper sprayed him, and dragged him out of his car. An American citizen held for 72 hours without any charges, wasn't even given the opportunity to shower, to wash off that paper.
Earlier in this hearing, Kristi Noem was asked how many American citizens had been detained and put into these concentration camps or deported, and she said 0. This guy's talking about a veteran. There was another story about another veteran who was taken into custody. People that have served our nation are getting arrested and deported or put into concentration camps.
You'd rather release
Secretary Noem,
a murderer out onto your street,
you cut
a rapist on your
$134
street,
million
and honor our detainers.
in
You should
funds
honor our detainers
to support the
against violent
security
criminals
of
to get
New
them out
York
of New York
City
City.
and the state of New York, the #1 threat in this nation. In your own words, your cuts are blatantly political, callous, and outright dangerous. It's clear you have no interest in countering real threats in the homeland.
Kristi Noem only has an appetite to please Donald Trump, and she's almost on her way out, it sounds like. She can't handle this type of shit. She's in these congressional hearings not answering a fucking thing. All right, and that's it. This is almost above average. Now let's take some bets. How long does Kristi Noem got left in the Trump organization? I'm giving her 30 days. 30 days from today, January. What about Kash Patel and Dan Bongino? Any takers on that? Let me know in the comments. Hit subscribe. Peace.